Kasane, do you remember our talk the other day? If it's alright with you, I'd like to teach you about gardening now.
Okay, let's do it.
Great. Could we go to Seiran? I'd like to talk to you while looking at different kinds of plants.
Alright, let's go. This is more than just herbs.
Yes. I like growing plants because it's fun hearing their different voices.
You don't literally mean a plant's voice, right?
No, because plants can't speak. That's why the person who's growing them needs to imagine what they're saying. Over here. Follow me. I'll show you what I mean.
She's rather assertive when it comes to plants.
Looking at the flower beds in cities like this, you can tell how they've grown and what condition they're in. This flower may look like it's growing healthy, but if you look carefully, you can see the bottom leaves are changing colors. It's sick. However, the branches and roots are fine, so I think it will recover if you snip off the sick leaves and give it medicine. Oh, these are all healthy, but there is a lot of water building up here, which could cause the roots to decay. You should exchange the soil for some with better water drainage. I'm sorry. I was blabbering again.
No, I'm impressed. Not only are you knowledgeable, you're perceptive enough to notice so much from their appearance.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's not just from their appearance. I'm using my clairvoyance to see below the dirt. I can tell everything you normally can't see, from the condition of the roots to the quality of the soil. So it's kind of like cheating.
Well, I don't think I would call that cheating. You're just putting your power to use. Besides, your knowledge and gardening experience determine the condition of the plant, not your power.
Thank you. Oh, and of course you can garden without clairvoyance. Oh, look.
What is it?
The inside of this tree is mostly rotten. It's been infected by a fungus that's consumed it from the trunk to its roots.
You can't save it?
It's too far gone. If we leave it, the wind might blow it over.
In that case, I think it's best if we dispose of it now. I can use my psychokinesis to uproot it.
Don't say it like that.
It could lead to an accident if it suddenly fell over. The tree is dying anyway. We should deal with it.
This tree is alive, too. It's been sick and suffering, half dead, and you're talking about it like it's garbage.
You're right. I'm sorry. I shouldn't be so insensitive.
I'm sorry, too. I know you're right. It's already too late, and our only option is to cut it down. But that's why we need to care. This tree has watched over everyone its whole life. I think it's important for us to show it the proper respect to the end.
Yes.
Thank you for understanding. Oh, also that shrubbery over there.
She has more depth than I thought. She's quiet, but she doesn't just do what she's told. She has a hidden strength. How strange. I feel like we would really get along.
Kasane, are you listening? I'd like for you to pay attention here.
Don't worry, I'm listening. You can talk as much as you want.
Oh, Kasane?
What are you so startled about?
Nothing. I didn't think I would be able to talk to you. I'm sorry for being startled, but I was just so happy to be noticed. Have we become closer?
I'm not sure. It depends on your definition of closer. But I feel like we at least understand each other better.
There's something I wanted to discuss with you. Could you come to Masubi's with me?
Sure. What did you want to talk about?
Let's discuss it once we get there. I need some time to think, so I'll go on ahead and wait for you.
Okay. So what did you want to discuss?
Oh, Kasane. Oh!
What is it?
Nothing.
But you just look like you noticed something. Did you see something with your clairvoyance? Well, I won't pry if it's uncomfortable for you to share. Yes?
Your left knee.
My left knee?
You may not have noticed, but there's a bruise. You might have hit it during a fight.
Oh, now that you mention it, I did hit it in my last fight.
I think you should get that treated. The bone isn't hurt, but it might leave a mark.
Good idea. I'll get it looked at when I get back to the hideout. I'm surprised you noticed.
I had a feeling you were subconsciously favoring your left leg when you were walking over here. I was worried, so I couldn't help but use my power. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
Why are you apologizing? I should be thanking you for telling me about my injury.
Because I violated your privacy by looking under your clothes. It's not good to use my power without permission like that.
Ah, I see. That's why you felt uncomfortable telling me. I suppose that would be the general consensus.
Some things are off limits. I'm not a child anymore, but I'm still doing the same stuff as back then.
Did something happen when you were younger?
Yes. I didn't realize back then that what I can see isn't something I necessarily should see. When I told people what I saw, they would get uncomfortable and sometimes get scared of me. I finally realized that I shouldn't be doing things like that. That looking underneath someone's clothes or inside their home was bad.
Is it really so bad?
What? I mean, nobody wants to have their secrets revealed. You wouldn't like that, would you?
To be honest, that wouldn't really bother me.
Really?
Yeah, I don't have any secrets. People can look all they want. Are you saying you can see inside people's bodies too?
Yes. It can be a little revolting if you're not used to it.
Then not only can you see injuries, you can detect internal diseases early as well. That means your power can save lives. It's fascinating. There really aren't many that can do that. I think it's a wonderful power.
You're the first person other than Kagura to say that.
That's surprising. I thought the OSF would evaluate your effectiveness quite highly.
They tell me it's effective in battle, but my power hasn't often been noted for its everyday uses. I've been mindful in trying to avoid seeing things, or not talk about it if I do see something. It's a strange feeling being told I can look. It does take a weight off my shoulders, though.
Well, that's good.
Yes. Thanks, Kasane.
Thank you for finding my injury. By the way, didn't you have something you wanted to discuss?
Oh, we can talk about that some other time.
Really? I still have time now.
It's okay, really. I'll talk to you about it the next time I see you.
Sure. See you then. She seems to have a lot on her mind. I can't help but be a little concerned. Next time I see her, I need to make sure we talk.
You're really strong, Kasane.
I think you're pretty strong too.
I don't mean in battle. I mean mentally. Nothing ever gets to you. I always get overwhelmed by everything outside of battle. That's why I want to learn from you.
Do we understand each other a bit?
I feel like we've come to understand each other a little better than that. Hanabi, about before. I said some insensitive things.
It's okay. I'm sorry I just left like that.
I've been thinking since then. I finally understand why you care about Yuito so much. So I want to help make your dream come true.
What? What do you mean?
I mean, you like Yuito.
Whoa, whoa! Let's talk outside, okay?
Huh? Sure, I don't mind where we talk.
Listen, you're mistaken. I don't like Yuito like that.
If you don't like him, do you hate him?
I don't hate him. I just don't like him as a man. Don't say things like that.
I didn't mean anything by it. I also looked into some objective data just in case.
Objective data?
For example, the temperature of your flames is 10% hotter when you fight alongside Yuito.
No way.
Also, your gaze during missions. Outside of battle with others, you look at him 80% of the time.
Oh! Okay, that's enough. I admit it.
So you're saying you do like him?
Yeah?
I see. Don't worry, I won't tell anyone. I want to help you.
Thanks. Honestly, I thought you liked Yuito too at first.
You guessed wrong. The one who liked him wasn't me. It was my sister.
Naomi?
Yes. You look just like her when you talk about him. That's how I realized.
Oh.
If you like him, you should tell him.
Huh? What are you talking about?
You don't know what could happen if you wait. I want you to tell him how you feel. For Naomi.
Oh, but I just can't. Why are you in such a hurry?
We're OSF. If you don't tell him while you can, you may never get a chance.
Kasane, I understand that you're serious about this, but I can't say it yet.
Why?
Because I don't think I'm good enough for him yet. Not as an OSF soldier, or as a person. You said it before. It's immature to depend on people.
I said that because I didn't know you liked him.
No, you were right. You nailed it. That's why I got angry. You and Yuito both have your goals and ideals, but I've just been following him. I'm a member of the OSF, but I've never considered what it is I fight for. I can't stay like this. I need to grow up and get strong enough to stand on my own. What's important is that I become the kind of person who doesn't just depend on people, but can protect and support them when they need it.
Oh, okay. I can understand that. I thought the same thing about Naomi. I won't force you to tell him, but I'm rooting for you.
Thanks. That makes me feel better. Friends really are important.
You're welcome. It's rare for me to talk about a friend's love life.
That seems pretty normal to me. Is something funny?
Nothing's funny. I just think it's very interesting.
It sounds like you think it's funny. Hey Kasane, back when you were a cadet, you didn't really talk to anyone besides Naomi.
That's true. It's because I didn't find it necessary.
I see. But when I think about those times, I'm really glad that you talk to me like this now. Because it means that you find it necessary now. It'll push me harder to become someone you can really rely on.
I want to hear more about you.
All right. Tell me more about you as well.
Everyone, Major General Fubuki is up.
Seems like he's all fine. Says he's ready to talk.
I see. I get the basic idea. The expansion of the Kunad Gate and Togetsu's schemes. You did a good job gathering all this information.
What we need to focus on now is stopping Togetsu's plans.
If we let them be, they'll just send someone else after us. And then civilians could end up getting hurt.
Do you have any idea how to stop them?
Well, I do have one idea. What if we were to shut down Babe, Togetsu's control computer? The Red Strings research, execution of the plan, that's all Babe.
So you're saying if we can shut Babe down, that will stop Togetsu's plans?
All right. You're the ones best suited to make a decision with the information we have, so I'll follow your lead. I'll leave Togetsu to you, but if there's anything I can do, let me know.
Could you act as a go-between for the new Himuka government and the Seiran provisional government for us? The new Himuka government is in a state of confusion. Resolving that could restrict Togetsu's movements.
So you want me to get the governments to agree to a ceasefire?
If you can fan the underlying insecurity and suspicions the politicians have for Togetsu well enough, they'll definitely say yes.
Right, I'll give it a shot. I'm not a politician though, so I don't know if they'll listen to me. I'll use my influence as a regiment commander the best I can. I'll get ready for negotiations right away.
Fubuki, don't get yourself into trouble.
You too, sis. Take care of them.
I think we're safe leaving Suo and Seiran to Major General Fubuki.
So, we're infiltrating Togetsu. What's our battle plan?
Kagero and Kyoka have useful information on the area. We should use it to make a plan.
Oh, sorry. Do you mind if I leave that to you, Major? Yuito, I want to talk to you before you go to Togetsu.
Okay. What is it?
You don't know? Hey, how about we go somewhere else? Let's see. I'll wait for you in Kikuchiba. Come when you have the time.
Kagero?
Sorry, I'll be right back. I'll leave the strategizing to you.
Hey, Yuito!
Hanabi, wait. Tsugumi, everyone, there's something I have to tell you.
You too, Kasane?
This is about Kagero, right? We should listen.
No. Kagero killed Yuito's dad? I don't want to believe it.
There is much I want to say, but perhaps we should follow him. I worry about leaving them alone.
That's why I told all of you. We should go to Kikuchiba too.
Considering the situation at the scene, I thought Kagero may be responsible.
Whether it was Kasane or Kagero, the fact that the perpetrator was in the OSF will be even harder on Yuito.
It's over.
Whoa! Nice!
Let's keep going.
That last hit was amazing, Kasane.
I'll support you.
The enemy is attacking with electricity. You'll be shocked and unable to move if it hits you.
Useless.
That was a good attack.
It's over.
Go, Kasane!
I'll do it! It's over!
If Yuito learns the truth, he won't try to kill Kagero, will he?
Let's hurry and catch up to them.
Discretion is the better part of valor.
That reminds me, you graduated at the top of your training class too, Shiden. There were rumors of an amazing rookie at the time.
I was put in Kodama platoon, though. They had me doing all kinds of weird work that didn't let me show my true potential.
No, you made it through that platoon. You get points just for that. I can see how much ability you have when we fight together.
Of course. You know the true way to look at things. You're the most ethical of all the weirdos in the OSF.
Yuito, Kagero!
Did we interrupt you?
Kagero, let me see your wounds. I'll try to fix you up.
Thanks, Sugumi.
Did everyone hear that? About my father?
Yeah, Kasane told us. Are you alright?
I guess so. For now. Please, tell me what happened to him.
Right. Where to begin?
Kagero, this is just a conjecture on my part. But wasn't it orders from Togetsu?
It was indeed. I'm an assassin sent on a mission from Togetsu to infiltrate Suo.
I see. So you weren't hired by the Seiron government.
It seems Chairman Sumeragi was more distrustful of Togetsu than the former chairman. They considered him a threat.
So you assassinated him for Togetsu?
If I wanted to crush Togetsu's plans, Babe's plans, I couldn't be seen as a troublemaker. So it was self-defense. Had I done a little better, though, I could have fooled them and gotten by not having to assassinate anyone. Look, I'm really sorry about Chairman Sumeragi. If you tell me to face the consequences, I will. But first, I want to finish dealing with Togetsu. I know that's asking a lot, but please.
Who is the she you mentioned? Is she the reason?
I suppose I have to tell you. I have a family I left on the moon. A wife and a daughter. I first met my wife when we were getting ready to emigrate to Earth and had our daughter. If emigration no longer happens, my daughter no longer exists. I won't let that happen. That's why I have to do everything I can to stop them from using the red strings.
It was all to protect your daughter.
This was 2,000 years ago. She's been dead a long time, so I'm sure you think it all sounds silly. But I don't want my family, my daughter's existence, to be erased.
If your family is so important to you, why did you leave them on the moon? You could have just brought them to Earth with you.
I could have if I was a normal colonist, but that wasn't the case. I was an agent placed among the colonists. My job was to make the redevelopment of Earth fail.
Why? The moon spent 1,000 years fixing the Earth's environment, to sabotage it when it was almost finished.
Did things change on the moon? If my memory serves me correctly, I heard that something flew in from outer space.
You don't know? It's kind of a long story, but I'll tell you what happened 2,000 years ago. It was when Yakumo Sumeragi and the colonists immigrated to Earth. A comet passed close by the moon. The comet left behind the unknown substance called other particles in space. Gravity then began pulling those particles down to Earth and the Moon. Earth was still mostly unpopulated, so the effects were unknown, but the Moon began to have cases of people turning into monsters.
Monsters? Do you mean...
Yes. Metamorphosis. If a living creature comes into contact with the other particles, they change into aberrations. Into others. At the time, the redevelopment of Earth had moved to the final step of gravity control. If that were sabotaged, we could stop the other particles falling to the Moon. Basically, that was the Moon faction's plan, and I was an agent who had been given secret orders to carry it out.
Yakumo Sumeragi and the rest of the colonists were already on Earth. You were just gonna leave them to die?
It's terrible, I know. But people like Yakumo resisted the Moon's wishes, and the plan ended in failure. So the Moon put Plan B into action. They pushed the other particles toward Earth, surrounding it, and making it so we couldn't return home.
Other particles surrounding Earth. The extinction belt. I think it's safe to say that the Moon's space technology is far ahead of ours.
The Moon was overpopulated at the time, and I heard most of the people went to Earth. It was probably a plan to reduce the population.
I was cut off from the Moon, so staying on Earth was the only option. I don't know what happened on the Moon after that.
The metamorphosis might have spread. More people like my sister.
Even so, I believed that my family was safe, and joined Togetsu so I could return to the Moon. I went in and out of cold sleep many times, trading off with comrades as we searched for a way to break through the extinction belt. But after several awakenings, I realized Togetsu had changed their plans. There was just no way I could allow them to reset history. That's why becoming a traitor was the path I chose.
I understand. My father wasn't perfect. He would often make mistakes, especially when it came to how he led the government. But he was family, the only father I had. I just can't forgive you for killing him. But it's because of that. I understand your desire to protect your family. So let's stop Togetsu together. I will always resent you. But I think I can stand up to them with you.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. I might have done something distasteful to further my goal, if I had taken a wrong turn somewhere as well. So, I think I understand a little bit of your actions.
You know, you're much more mature than I am. Or maybe I'm just too immature. I guess in the end, I made you decide after all. So lame. Let me help you stop Togetsu.
Are you finished?
Kasane, I caused you so much trouble. I'm sorry.
Stop acting so meek all of a sudden. It's weird.
Kasane, I thought you were the one who killed my father. I'm sorry I doubted you.
It's just as much my fault for not saying anything. When I wanted to kill you, I thought that having you hate me would keep me focused on the task.
I guess that makes sense.
So, you don't have to apologize.
Yeah, okay. That's enough talk for now then. I'm sure you all have your own questions. Even I don't understand what's going on. But we have to work together and focus on what needs to be done.
If that is your decision, I don't think we have anything else left to say.
All right. So our main mission is to go to Togetsu as soon as we can and stop Babe.
What do you think of using my power to make everyone invisible in order to infiltrate it?
We should probably assume that Kagero and I are both known traitors by now.
We don't have time to dwell on it. It's dangerous. But I believe Kagero's plan has potential.
Togetsu probably doesn't expect an attack from such a small force. Let's consider it a sneak attack.
Okay, let's do it. First, we'll climb Hieno Mountain and get close to Togetsu.
That was not good on my nerves. Don't scare me like that.
I'm glad you're both okay.
Wataru, Haruka, I'm sorry I made you worry.
We did it. The enemy is attacking with electricity. You'll be shocked and unable to move if it hits you.
I guess even Tsugumi's given up on me now.
Let's keep going.
What you did was terrible. Still, I won't stop being friends with you.
Friends. It's been years since anyone called me that. Thanks.
We're almost to Togetsu. Kagero, are you ready?
An earthquake!
The shaking. It's similar to the big earthquake at Kunad Highway.
I think it's over.
Is everyone okay? The Kunad Gate just briefly put out some strange numbers.
An earthquake-type shaking was felt all across New Himuka. It wasn't too severe, so there shouldn't be too much damage.
We're fine here. There was no significant damage to Hieno Mountain.
It must have been caused by the Kunad Gate.
Hey! Togetsu is doing all kinds of research on it too, right?
Yes. While we're stopping Babe, we should dig up as much useful information as we can.
Yuito, how's your head? Do you feel anything weird about your power? Any abnormalities?
Huh? No, not really. My head hasn't hurt at all since everyone gave me my memory back. Why?
That's good then. When we were fighting, I felt... How can I describe it? It was like your power was spilling over. You might have just been excited. Does that kind of thing happen to you?
It is true that powers are affected by emotions. However, if that was not the case...
There is a theory that it is a sign of decaying mental abilities. Apparently, when abilities are about to disappear, they become strangely more powerful.
So you're saying... my powers are going to go away?
Apparently, it's been observed in rare cases along with the aging of the brain. It shouldn't be happening to you now.
Yes, that's true. However, his brain has suffered quite a bit of damage.
I also used to be a dud, so it might be different from a normal human brain too.
What? You were a dud?
Oh, right. I didn't tell you guys yet.
You became a psionic from an experiment when you were a kid? I can't believe you were a dud.
Do you know how long my power will last? Will it disappear today or tomorrow?
It's not that sudden. But there haven't been many cases, so I can't say for sure.
We're not sure that's what it is anyway. This is all just an assumption.
I know that. If it's not going to be sudden, I won't think about it for now.
Sorry for adding to your worries. Don't get too caught up about it.
It's okay. I didn't realize it myself, so I'm glad you said something.
Okay.
Anyway, we should start watching our surroundings. We're near Togetsu.
Time to turn invisible. You ready?
Yes, we'll go right in.
Yuito, I'm curious about what Kaguro said. Are you really feeling alright?
Yeah, I'm fine. My power apparently won't go away too soon, so we just have to see what happens.
Okay. Just don't push yourself too hard.
We're like two peas in a pod.
It looks like your usage rate of hypervelocity with SAS is low.
It's important to rest.
I think psychokinesis and duplication go well together, don't you? I'll tend to my weapons later.
My power is difficult to use, but it is useful.
What should we do next?
Where should I go on my next day off?
It's tough to keep this up with this many people.
There's not much security inside, just like we thought.
All right. We'll go straight to Babe.
Look out!
Damn!
Here they come. The Togetsu design children.
Looks like they were expecting us.
We have to break through.
How? We're surrounded.
Figure something out. If we run now, there will be even more security next time.
I'll use teleportation.
Not with this many people. We don't know the layout inside Babe.
I know the location, and we have to take our chances. Kasane is right. We may not have another opportunity. If we get close to Babe, they'll have to take precautions. So why don't we just take the risk?
I trust you.
Let's get this done.
Luca, do it!
Here we go.
This is the entrance to Babe.
Good. It worked.
Nice one, Luca. Maybe you should rest a little.
No, I appreciate the concern, but I don't think we have that kind of time.
Huh? Others. Why?
Hey, Haruka! Wataru! Damn, Cynet has been cut off.
I don't know why there are others here, but we're better off than before.
Yeah, there's not too many. Let's take them out.
No others around us.
This is bad. I never thought they'd toss a bunch of others around inside the Babe building.
You didn't know? Wait, what do you mean toss? Do you mean they caught others and brought them here? Or maybe they know how to metamorphose, like Suo.
Togetsu possesses the other particles. They used them to make others. This is the first time I've seen them used like this, though.
The others were born here, by placing live creatures in contact with the other particles.
Should we keep going this way if we want to shut down Babe?
I don't have the blueprints to the building, though it looks like the command center is as far inside as you can go.
The terminal that tried to take control of Yuito only connects to the superficial information on Babe.
All right, let's just keep going.